Hello everybody, it's Josie here. I'm going to be doing my TBR for the month of June. So this is actually kind of almost like a TBR part 2 because I've already posted my TBR for the readathon that I'm going to be taking part in June, and that is the Queer Lit readathon. My personal favorite readathon, so I didn't really want to recover the books that I talked about in that TBR, and if you want to know which books I'm planning to read, just go to that video and have a look. So I'm going to be talking about sort of the other books that are on my kind of definite must-read TBR, and then things tend to creep in and out, but these are the ones that I'm sort of have to read. So the first one, so I think I said last time, I tend to choose like a bit of a theme for my TBR, so like a personal theme. And this month's theme, seeing as it's June and we're going into wonderful summer in the United Kingdom, I kind of chose summer love as my theme. And all of these books, I think, bar one really, kind of stick to that, I think, or have some sort of a summery warm element. So the first one I've got here is After the Fire. Nice warm red cover. This one kind of fits in with that summer idea, mainly because I thought it looked nice and warm. It's set in America, I think in Dallas. So you can kind of sit in warmer climes. But really what this one is about is one of the things that I love and that I'm totally fascinated by, and it's cults. So Moonbeam is the protagonist in this, and she has basically been raised in a cult. And this book, so I've read the first chapter of this book, and I was like, well, I must read this. So the first chapter basically is the authorities raiding the compound of this cult, and people are dying and shooting, and there's fire, and it's really bad. And then Moonbeam wakes up in the hospital. And I believe the story from there kind of talks about her discovering that what she was taught all her life is crap, you know, kind of discovering the outside world, trying to figure out what's real and what isn't, and finding her way, really. So I think this is going to be really, really good. The first chapter is really fast-paced and crazy, and I enjoyed it. I think it was a great kind of intro into it, so I'm really looking forward to reading the rest of this one. Then the next one, it's kind of the same colour scheme, is The End of Everything by Megan Abbott. And this one is set in summer. So I'm kind of, there's my theme. And then also, this is about two girls and their friendship. So that's kind of my thing as well. So you've got two girls, you've got Lizzie and Evie. And basically they've been inseparable all of their lives, best friends. And then one of the girls goes missing. And then the one that's kind of left behind, has to figure out what's going on, kind of realizes that things aren't necessarily as they seem, sort of that secrets and lies, are people really who they are? And I think what also kind of grabbed me on the back, it said two young girls discovering their sexuality. So I'm guessing there'll be a female-female romance here about fathers and daughters, about family and friendship, about jealousy, secrets and lies. So this is kind of, it couldn't be more up my alley. So yeah, really looking forward to this, predicting I'll like this, hoping I will. Then the next one is The Poison Tree by Erin Kelly. And this one actually says, in the sweltering summer of 1997. So I'm hoping that we are going to have a sweltering summer of 2019. And it's about a student. She's very kind of the good girl. So she's described as straight-laced. She meets Bieber, who is a very bohemian actress, and she's kind of drawn into Bieber's world in this summer. And again, I believe it says they're going to this one long summer of love. So I'm hoping and expecting that there might be again a queer female-female romance in this. It just sounds really intriguing. Again, friendship, romance, summer heat. Exactly what I want right now. Then the next one I've got here is Innocence and Others by Dana Spiotta. This one really intrigues me. First of all, I adore this cover and these women with the cameras. I think it's really cool. It kind of reminds me of Deanne Arbus, that picture at the top, who's one of my favorite photographers. But what got me on this one is that you've got two women. They're both documentary, I think, filmmakers. One of them makes kind of feminist slants and the other one doesn't. And then their world kind of gets thrown out of kilter a little bit when they meet another woman who one of the women is making a documentary about. And this woman that they meet is, I believe she's like a phone sex line operator. And from the back of it, it says it kind of throws their world and their beliefs and everything sort of into chaos. So again, sounds really intriguing. Sounds like my kind of thing with kind of complicated, complex females relationships, and possibly a bit of a queer romance as well, if judging by some of the kind of synopses and reviews I've read of it, so fingers crossed for that. Then the next one, speaking of female romance, we've got The Gloaming by Kirsty Logan. This one, can we appreciate this beautiful shiny cover, first of all, with kind of the mermaids on it, I think is gorgeous. So if nothing else, this is a cover by, but it sounds really beautiful. So this is kind of a magical realism story. And it's about Maria, who is, or Mara, no, it's Mara, who lives on this island. And it's kind of, so again, summer island, very nice. And she lives with her really kind of quirky parents. The one's a boxer, the other one's a ballerina. It's a very enchanted place. Things apparently go wrong on this island. People turn to stone, to statues, and I believe that she wants to leave, and then a newcomer kind of comes to the island, a woman called Pearl, and that sort of, again, throws everything out of kilter for her, and I believe her and Pearl, so Mara and Pearl, have a romance. It just sounds very enchanting, very magical, very beautiful, and again, really looking forward to reading this, possibly on the beach, if the sunshine continues. Then the next one I've got here, and the colours are also a theme. We've got Stir Fry by Emma Donoghue. I believe this is one of her first, if not her first, novel. This one is set in Ireland, in Dublin, I believe. And it's basically about a woman. She goes off to college, to university, to college, and she moves in with these two roommates. And it's really about first experiences, about being in college, about discovering yourself, about finding friends, about what you can and can't do. And again, there's a lovely piece down here, and it says, the story probes feminist concepts of sisterhood and non-possessiveness and explores the overlapping terrains of friendship and desire. So again, I believe there is queer romance in here. Thanks, crossed. But yeah, this sounds like it's going to be, again, really, really great, really up my alley. One of those great complex female friendship books that I so adore. I'll have to update that video at some point. Then the next one, talking about complex female friendships and summer, is My Summer of Love by Helen Cross. This is also a movie, so if I enjoy the book, I want to watch the film. But this one, again, is set in summer, so it says it's 1984 and one of the hottest summers Yorkshire has seen. Please. And it's about two girls, one who is that sort of stereotypical good girl, straight-laced type, and the other one who is a thief, who is a liar, who drinks, and they get kind of thrown into each other's orbits for this summer, and madness ensues. And I believe, again, you've got those overlapping themes of friendship and desire. So female romance in this one as well. You can tell this is the female romance section. And then the last book, actually probably, this is the one that I think doesn't really fit the theme, but I'm dying to read it, so told that I'm gonna read it. And that is The Merciless by Daniela Vega. You can see that, I love this cover. And the back it says, forgive us, Father, for we have sinned. So this book basically gets described as Mean Girls meets The Craft. So it's all about witchcraft, a bunch of girls. Apparently it's supposed to be quite dark, so it's not sort of your fluffy witch kind of book, which I'm looking forward to. I've got the second one in the series as well, so if I really like this one, I'll probably go on and read the second one. Pretty sharpish, but yeah, this one just sounds like it's going to be, again, I love anything witch related. I'm totally on a witch trip at the moment, and yeah, this just fits right in with my mood. So those are the books that I'm definitely putting on my TBR that I definitely need to read this month. Sure, there will be others. And like I said, if you want to know the books that I'm reading for the queer lit readathon, just go to that video and have a look at those. So thank you for listening to me. Let me know what you think, if you've read any of those books, if you recommend anything based on those that you think I might like. And I will talk to you all again very soon. Bye-bye.